Hi, Alana here, Alana's Lantern Holistic Women's Health and Fitness. It is my carnivore vlog. I am on day 12. So I'll give you a quick recap of why I tried carnivore. I have an autoimmune condition and I have irritable bowel. So I was having flare up after flare up after flare up. It didn't seem to matter what I ate. I've been paleo for 13 years. 13 years ago, I was really sick with anemia and irritable bowel and fatigue and depression and anxiety. So I decided to try the Whole30 diet after going to the doctor, and they basically said, you need to figure out the cause of your anemia. Good luck. So I did a bit of research, came across the Whole30, did the elimination diet, and found a whole bunch of things bothered me when I tried to reintroduce them after the 30 days. So I've maintained that diet pretty much for 13 years, except for the odd time sugar would creep in, or I tried to enjoy wine with my husband, and I would have, and I had really bad back pain too that resolved with the Whole30. So I would have the back pain creep back in, or the anxiety was a big one that would creep back in, or the weight gain would creep back in. So I have maintained that until basically the last, I'd say, month. I was having quite a lot of severe bloating, irritable bowel, and fatigue and brain fog. I also have a large ovarian cyst, a large uterine fibroid, and a benign tumor on my liver that were bothering me. And I decided to just eat what I know for sure has never bothered me, and that came down to meat. So I've decided to try the carnivore diet. The first 3 days were pretty rough. I was very fatigued. I had a lot of brain fog. I had headaches, pretty severe headaches, and I had a bit of I was off balance. My brain was inflamed, it felt like, and insomnia. And then by day 4, I was sleeping 10-hour nights. My headaches were gone. I was feeling more energized. The dizziness or off balance feeling had gone away for me. Things had just settled. Brain fog was clearing, not fully clear. And then by day 7, and I had constipation that was an issue for about a week. By day 7, the constipation resolved. I had initially at day 5 taken magnesium citrate to help with the constipation, and that was effective. And now I'm back. So I only took it for 2 days, and now I am back to my own regular cycle with bowel movements. After 7 days, the irritable bowel was completely gone. And I had a lot of back pain as well, lower back pain. It felt almost like menstrual pain or kidney pain, and rib pain, and those were gone after 7 days. The brain fog after 7 days, it's a little there still, not completely gone. And a lot more energy. Sleeps have been now at day 12. My bowel movements are regular, my sleep is regular, and irritable bowel is completely gone. There's no bloating. My fullness where the ovarian cyst is, the discomfort there, it would kind of hurt when I was sitting. It would be pressure in the abdomen, and that is gone. The pressure from the uterine fibroid on my bladder and bowels is gone. And the rib pain and back pain, upper right quadrant pain from the tumor on my liver is right now I don't feel it at all. I don't feel it at night when I'm laying on my side anymore. Sometimes when I'm driving a vehicle, I still feel the upper right quadrant rib pain, but it's reduced quite a bit. I've also started taking iodine, which I've been researching that could be an iodine deficiency for causing the cysts in the breasts, which I've got that going on, and the uterine fibroid and ovarian cysts. can simply be, usually it is just an iodine deficiency, and taking iodine will resolve those issues. I feel that my breast pain is not completely gone, but it's a lot better. And I have now at day 12, I have dropped 8 pounds. My weight started to creep up a bit in the last few months. I've dropped 8 pounds and 2.5 inches off my waist in 12 days. That is just belly inflammation. And I mean, we all have a problem if we've got extra weight around our belly. That means we've got fat, visceral fat on our organs, okay? So that is really important. It is important to have a trim waist. Culture is telling us it's okay to be overweight nowadays. They're hardly using it as a risk factor anymore. And because it is prevalent, it is so widespread, it is normal to be overweight. What's normal about that is now people have more health problems because they have fat on their organs. That is a problem. So 12 days of carnivore have been incredible I cannot believe, in fact, in my whole life, I have never felt this calm. My anxiety levels have reduced dramatically. I can feel like my old habits trying to surface regarding being reactive to my children, anxiety in certain situations. It's like mentally I'm remembering those patterns and I'm like searching for them, but they're not manifesting. My hormones are regulating. My cortisol is regulating. Another thing, I've been reducing my coffee. So I was drinking a ton of coffee and I'm down to 1.5 cups a day right now. And I noticed that coffee increases my adrenaline and I can feel the irritability rising with the coffee. So I've been a coffee addict for probably since I was 12. I've relied heavily on black coffee. And I'm starting to finally be in a place to notice how it's affecting my adrenal glands, my cortisol level, and my nerves. So I'm taking charge of my health with this carnivore diet. It is helping me to have a higher quality of life. I am reducing my pain. My irritable bowel is gone. My back pain is gone. I'm sleeping well. I don't have cravings, carbohydrate cravings. I think that I was probably really quite addicted to carbs. Even though I was paleo, I was still having dark chocolate. I was still having potato chips. When I was stressed, I would turn to food, French fries, homemade a lot of the time, but still, I know I have a sensitivity to nightshades, and yet I would still eat a whole whack of potatoes and ketchup, right? That has a bunch of sugar in it. So I have a peace of mind knowing that I don't even have to look back on my day because I know I didn't eat anything that triggered my immune system reaction and my irritable bowel. I know I won't be in pain or suffering through the night. There's such a sense of peace that comes with that simplicity. Set it and forget it, baby. Just move on and not be so preoccupied with food. It's crazy, the culture we live in and how obsessed everyone is with having food or drink in their hand all the time. That is not normal. that is pushed through these big companies that make all these processed foods for us. They are literally, it's their job to make food the most addictive it can be. So I'm learning a lot about the high nutrient density in meat and animal fat, and I'm learning how we can meet those needs, that our nutrition needs through meat. It's more bioavailable for us. It's difficult to let go of the concepts of eat your veggies, eat your veggies, eat your veggies, and I'm learning that we can meet those nutrients that we get through vegetables in meat without a lot of the problems that create inflammation for the vast majority of our population. So, carnivore vlog, day 12. I don't know if I'll go back.